Got it. Yes.
We got a birthday today.
Lonnie, mine's got Granite Ridge on it.
Got it.
Hey,
Guys, we got to get started.
Oh,
Okay, hey, let's get started.
oh my goodness.
Hey,
Kind of nap here, guys.
Welcome back to another episode of Between the Studs. As you can tell, we thought it would be really fun to have an old-fashioned picnic out here at one of the most famous and iconic parks in all of Indiana.
Yeah, and we're at Franke Park. It is the city's largest park, standing at over 330 acres, and it is the most visited as well.
It's a crowded place today.
well, I mean, one thing that's iconic about this park is its proximity to the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. Also, we have Foellinger Theatre. It's all right here in one place.
As we were preparing for the show, we all agreed that some of our favorite memories at the Indiana parks have to do with picnics. So what is everybody's favorite memory when it has to do with a picnic?
I got one. Shelf Park is just down the street from me on St. Joe Road, but I remember having my mom's 50th wedding anniversary at that pavilion over there, and it had so many great memories.
I know you guys don't consider me outdoorsy.
No,
not at all.
What?
No, but I grew up down south by Madison, Indiana, and Clifty Falls State Park is there. So we would actually go hiking, relatively speaking, in Clifty Falls State Park.
Well, growing up, every year my family would do a massive family reunion up at Pokagon State Park at Potawatomi Inn.
Yep.
Same thing in my family.
Yeah.
Pokagon State Park, but my family was all from Western New York, so when we went, they were looking for Pokagon.
Well, we grew up right down from Lakeside Park. So I remember Mom packing up the picnic basket, walking down and, playing T-ball in 1980 with the Lakeside Flower Power team.
Well, I played a lot of tennis growing up, and I remember Sweeney Park and other parks around Fort Wayne area that I'd be playing late into the night and definitely having a picnic in between sets.
In between your tennis.
Yeah.
I remember hitting golf balls at McMillan Park at night. You'd hit them, you never did find them.
I think they invented neon for that.
Still looking.
How many houses did you hit?
Let's not talk about it.
And me being the romantic that I am, I made a special little picnic for Kayla. I took her down to Willow Creek down there behind the Monaco, and we had this beautiful little midnight soiree, if you will.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's talk about the word picnic. A lot of definitions, and it's got a historic past. It's about 300 years old, but what really is a picnic?
A picnic literally is just a meal outside. Now, fancy people, fancy people that say like, Target instead of Target, those people, they say al fresco, yes. But it really is just a meal that you eat outside, whether it's at a park or in your backyard or maybe at a lake.
Usually sitting on a blanket, maybe at a picnic table. Tony, you said historically, 300 years. There's a lot of famous paintings that show picnics in them. So agricultural workers would be outside working, and when they would eat, they would have a picnic. Now, one big difference is, thank goodness for plastic. They had china and crystal.
That'd be heavy.
So, no thank you. Now, I know we all relate to picnics, but I think we can relate more to tailgating. That's more picnicking in my house. Yeah.
At Notre Dame, Mike.
They don't do that there. The most important thing of a picnic is the food, guys. Barbecue, burgers and dogs on the grill. You have your potato salad, potato chips, sodas. That's where it's at right there.
Takeout.
Yeah. When I think of picnic, I think of the other P word. Potluck. Especially those church potlucks that I grew up with. I'll tell you what they did.
Southern Baptist.
They waited all year for the potluck, and then they went in their refrigerators, cleaned out all that old stuff. They threw it in a crock pot, turned on the heat for high for about 3 hours. Then they called it homemade stew. I called it goo.
That's true.
Well, historically, a picnic would have gone in conjunction with a public event, such as an outdoor theater, and it typically happened either in the spring or the fall.
Which is exactly what we have here in Franke Park. And we have the amazing open air theater, the Foellinger Theatre.
Well, Charity, I really want to learn more about that, so let's go talk about it while everybody else cleans up.
Great idea. I'll bring my
Cleaning up. Let's get out of here.
This is a lot of work. I know I'm
Everybody took off.
Yeah.
Fine.
The rain noise is out.
Get him, get him!
Oh my gosh. We are here at the famous Fort Wayne Foellinger Theatre in Franke Park, and this was constructed in 1949 by Helene Foellinger, and this was in memory of her father, Oscar Foellinger, who was the president of the Fort Wayne News Sentinel.
It's the perfect place to watch a concert, a theater, because this open air atmosphere during the summer, it's such a great place.
So awesome.
2,750 seats. It is the optimal amount of people. Great place.
Interestingly enough, in 1970, there was a fire here, and they took that opportunity to make some improvements. So in 1975, 5 years later, they were able to have an open-sided dome that you see here today, and were able to reconstruct the stagehouse.
That was thanks to the Foellinger Foundation. The Foellinger Foundation, of course, helps so many organizations in our community. We're so grateful to them. There have been some awesome concerts in this place. REO Speedwagon, the Beach Boys. My husband saw ZZ Top here. I think it was last year, maybe the year before, but the man raves about it all the time, getting to see ZZ Top here at the Foellinger Theatre.
If you haven't been, come on and take a look. It's a great place to hang out in the summer.
Welcome to Between the Studs. We are Granite Ridge builders, custom home builders serving northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and also parts of southern Michigan. We've been building custom homes for more than 2.5 decades, and we're really passionate about what we do. So join us today as we explore the processes, the trends, and expert tips that characterize today's new home. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. As we said earlier, we are over here at Franke Park. We are over off of Sherman Street, Wells Street, and the new entry off of Goshen Road. You've got to take that entrance. You're going to go drive right over Spy Run Creek. It is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Today we are here to talk about all of the amazing amenities and history that has to do with Franke Park and the wonderful Fort Wayne Zoo.
And being in Fort Wayne and the surrounding areas, we are so incredibly blessed to have so many beautiful parks, water activities, revitalized downtown, and of course an amazing zoo.
And along with those parks, we have 80 miles of unbelievable trails that go all the way throughout the city here. There is a reason why Fort Wayne and the surrounding cities are becoming a destination, and those trails and parks are part of it.
Absolutely.
And we've won so many different awards because of our park system here in Allen County and Northeast Indiana. Why don't we all just kind of go through a few of them, kind of like our beautiful Fort Wayne Children's Zoo here. It is consistently in the top 10, and this year it was in the top 10 of children's magazines by Parenting Magazine.
We're also the #1 city to raise a family, one of the most caring cities, and top 10 for quality of life.
It's in the top 10 cities to move to and live in. Ooh. It's considered the 5th happiest city in the nation, and it's been nominated 4 times as the All-American City.
So you can see the park system really has contributed to why we are a nationally recognized city. Now we think the parks are so important in our area that we've actually featured 8 segments dedicated, or 8 shows dedicated on Between the Studs to the parks in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can remember some of them, but remember we did the one at Pokagon State Park and up in Angola.
Yep.
We also did the downtown promenade. I thought that was fun with that tree canopy. We also did Krager Park over in New Haven.
I
Remember
almost
taking the
wrecked an
trail?
electric bike there.
Actually, I think you did wreck it, just so you know. And then we also went to Lakeside Park. That's your favorite, Tone.
Yes, it is.
And we also had the really fun at Riverside Gardens, and somebody got hit in the head with a volleyball and still doesn't remember a lot of it.
I also was responsible for that.
I know it might be hard to believe, but there are 87 parks in Fort Wayne.
Wow.
That is a total of over 2,800 acres. There's 4 total golf courses, and that all doesn't include another 30 parks that are in just Allen County itself.
Well, we can't name all of them today, but why don't we try naming just a few of our favorite parks that are right here in Fort Wayne?
Well, there's Foster Park. It sits on 250 acres along the St. Mary's River. It's 200 years old, and you don't have to go to Michigan and find tulips. You can go to Foster Park. Incredible tulips.
And then there's Buckner's Park. This is a newer park to Fort Wayne, located off of Bass Road, 198 acres. There's a nice splash pad and a big trail.
You've got the Johnny Appleseed Park. The 31-acre park was acquired in 1973. Great year, by the way, I might add.
I'll agree with that.
It's connected to the River Greenway via the St. Joe River.
Headwaters Park, which was acquired in 2000. I feel like it's older than that. I don't know why, but I can't believe in 2000. It's on the St. Mary's River, and Headwaters Park is 30 acres, very famous for the ice skating rink and festivals. Gotta love German Fest, all very fun.
Absolutely. My favorite's got to be Promenade Park. We actually did family pictures down there, but Promenade Park is the backbone of the riverfront revitalization project. The treetop canopy, the boat tours, concerts, and that beautiful pavilion down there.
And then you have Lakeside Park. It's 24 acres. It was acquired in 1912. It's got 3 ponds, beautiful roses. It does have some historical significance too. It was called Kikiongo, or Blackberry Patch, and it was Little Turtle's camp.
Yes, right.
And y'all are talking about all the ones in Fort Wayne, but don't forget about Krieger Park, just right down the road in New Haven. We're talking 234 acres of ball fields and walking paths and trails. And one of the coolest things about Krieger is it's got Taylor's Dream, and that is a nice, safe, boundless park so that any kid and any child can go in there and play.
Did you notice all these parks have a common theme? They're right near one of the 3 rivers.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the rivers, you got to go up to Leo in that area, and there's 3 of them that people love. That Riverside Gardens, sorry to mention that.
Bonnie doesn't love that one, but
I remember. In Cedarville has a really, really amazing playground for everybody. And then the big one, Matea Park, undervalued and underappreciated. It is awesome. It's just a beautiful place. So we do have a lot of beautiful parks here in this area. Okay, guys, let's get back to this beautiful park we're at here today.
Yeah, and we are in Franke Park. It is the city's largest park and also the most visited, and it is busy today.
I want you to think about it. They have things for fishing, ice skating, 4 pavilions, ponds. It's right next to it's getting world famous, the Foellinger Outdoor Theater. They just really enlarged that and made it fantastic. And of course, the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo.
And you combine all those amenities that you just mentioned, Tony, with the Renaissance project that they just finished up, revitalizing that whole area over there off of Goshen, and we have a world-class park here.
Well, let's talk about some of those new amenities. They include that new entrance off a tree-lined entrance off of Goshen. I got to see that for the first time when I did do the 5K, the hot chocolate 5K. Yep. I walked it. Okay, I did walk. There was no running involved, but also includes that new bridge over Spry Run Creek.
And then there's improved trails, improved bike trails as well. And then what about the new pavilion, the McMillan Pavilion? This is open to the community. It seats 400 people, and it's a beautiful modern style, everything we like, lots of glass, stone, and natural elements.
And it all began about 100 years ago when John Franke actually donated about 80 acres of beautiful land along that Spy Run Creek to the city of Fort Wayne.
And he stipulated that the property would be used forever as a public park and free to everyone.
Oh, no, wait, I read the rest of it. He also said he stipulated that there was no intoxicating liquor that could be sold on the property, no gambling on the property,
Mike,
and the big one,
That's why the cops are here.
and no dancing on Sundays.
Now, Mr. Franke was the president and founder of Perfection Biscuit Company. He was one of Fort Wayne's foremost business leaders of his time, and also a civic leader as well.
And it was back in 1923 when he started that, and part of it was the loaf of bread itself. They came up with a new way to do all of that. And then, as a big part of Fort Wayne history, it was 1953, they had the iconic building topper where it had the loaf of bread falling down and everything.
You could smell it.
Oh, all the time. I mean, that is Fort Wayne.
John Franke was a founding member of Trinity English Lutheran Church, which was dedicated in 1926.
He also loved music, which is what led him to finance and put on so much music in Foellinger Theatre.
John's wife's name was Amelia, and they actually built a house down on Forest Park Boulevard in the 2100 block, and guess who designed it? One of our favorites, Frank Lloyd Wright. It's about 110 years ago.
And we all know how much we appreciate Frank Lloyd Wright. You know, we even built that house out in Tullymore that was very much like that modern prairie style.
And from 1912 to 1952, Franke Park went from 80 acres to 340 with park boards purchased and a big donation from Fred Schoaf, president of the Park Commissioners.
For the next 70 years, Franke Park has been so much to so many people, and the memories have been amazing, and it's so much fun. Tens of thousands of people have been able to enjoy this park.
And Franke Park is known for ice fishing, ice skating, and I wish I could have been around in the 40s and 50s to see those ice skating derbies, because holy cow, that sounds fun.
But in the 70s is when I wanted to be here. That's when they had these soapbox derby cars and races going on through there. That would have been great.
In 1994, the BMX bike trail was moved from Rock Hill Park over here to Franke Park.
And since 1965, Franke Park has been here next to the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. That was when the zoo came along, and people have been able to see and interact with animals here at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo.
Okay, so for the past 70 years, Franke Park has been an incredible place for the family, for picnics, for community, and a place to reconnect with nature.
And as you can see, we've got family all around us.
All around.
Hey guys, let's go in and see the zoo now.
Okay.
Let's go to the zoo.
Go.
Kind
I know the monkeys are cool, guys, but we really got to get started here.
Oops.
Well, welcome to the heartbeat of the Franke Park area, and that is the Fort Wayne Zoo.
And as of January 1st, 2025, it is now known as the Fort Wayne Zoo, not the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo.
That's my mistake.
I was gonna say, since In Between the Studs cast is here, and most of us
there's
feel
a
like
reason.
children, or at least I do, I think we should go back to the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo.
You know, let's stick with what they want us to have.
right, all right.
Growth is progress, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Well, part of this zoo and the history of it is you have to go back and remember that you're sitting on a little more than 40 acres here at the Fort Wayne Zoo with over 1,500 animals plus.
So how did the Fort Wayne Zoo become one of the top 10 zoos in the country? Well, in 1952, Franke Park added 52 acres of nature preserve. And at that time, it had a goal of educating children about animals. The animal displays included 4 monkeys, black bear, 3 wildcats, mountain goats, deer, raccoons, foxes, porcupine, and an American eagle.
Ooh, I like that American eagle.
Yeah.
Now on July 3rd, 1965, at a cost of $500,000, the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo opened. This was on 5.5 acres and featured 18 exhibits, and the zookeeper, or the zoo director, was Earl Wells.
And the zoo's mission statement included connecting animals with children, kind of like grandparents and grandkids.
That's very true.
Inspiring the family and also encouraging people to care. And if you spend any time out here at all, you realize they have accomplished their mission, and they are accomplished their mission today.
In 1969, Earl Wells started the rapid growth by establishing the mobile zoo, where he took animals to all of the 3rd grade classrooms in Fort Wayne.
And then in 1976, the African Spelt got a massive expansion where it saw savanna animals grazing in open fields.
Think about this. 40 years ago, in 1982, this zoo had 550 animals, 12 permanent staff,
Wow.
50 part-time seasonal staff, and then 100 volunteers. Wow. That's amazing.
Wow.
In 1987, the Australian Adventure Area was established, where they could show animals from the outback.
In 1994, the Indonesian rainforest was opened. In 1995, the Orangutan Valley was opened. And in 1996, the Tiger Forest opened.
In 2006, the zoo announced plans to renovate the African Veldt, and it was reopened in 2009 as the African Journey.
You know, I left out a date. I think it was about 1997 that former zoo director Jim Anderson played a prank on me when we were filming Zoo to You, the old TV show. He locked me in the bat cave.
Oh no!
Put his hand on it, and all the bats came toward me. He and Darren Harrison thought that was the funniest thing ever.
So you are Batgirl.
I still have nightmares.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Go from Moana.
In April of 2023, the Indonesian rainforest actually was reimagined to include red panda ridge. And if you've never seen a red panda, those things are adorable,
Yeah,
holy
cool.
cow.
Yeah.
And then the bamboo forest. So they added a couple of different species in there, and it's a really cool area to see.
And it was just a few days ago, the new coastal Cove just opened up. You gotta come check it out.
And it was on January 1st of this year that they changed the name from Fort Wayne Children's Zoo to Fort Wayne Zoo. And that brings us up today, which is 73 years later.
So think about it, since 73 years ago, think about all the hundreds of hours and all the mass improvements and the literally thousands of volunteers who have helped bring the zoo to where it is today. It's really a crown jewel in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's do this. Let's show our audience some of these amazing exhibits, guys.
Let's
All right.
do it.
You know, right now I feel like I'm on an exhibit with
No more bats! No more bats!
favorite things about the zoo is all the interactive areas like Stingray Bay here, where we can actually go and touch the stingrays.
They have two different varieties of stingrays here, the cow nose and the southern stingray, and you actually reach in the water and you can feel them glide across the bottom on your fingertips. It is the weirdest sensation, but it's so cool that it's interactive like this.
Hey, Cherry, these are some of the funniest looking rabbits I've ever seen. Long tails and everything.
Those are not rabbits, those are kangaroos, Lonnie.
Oh, kangaroos.
We're in the kangaroo exhibit here.
I remember now. At the zoo, they can live up to 25 years. In their natural habitat, they can only live up to 10 or 15 years. So they're lucky. This is like the Holiday Inn.
It is. We've seen them tussling a little bit with each other. It's interesting to me, as high as they jump, they don't come over the ropes here.
I don't know, but hey, let's hop on out of here.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Ready? Okay, ready. Parker, Nolan, hop.
I was just kidding, not literal.
Hop, hop.
Oh my goodness.
So fun fact, my favorite animal really is the penguin. So I love this exhibit here. It is one of my favorites. Grew up with the movie Scamper the Penguin, one of my absolute favorites as a kid. And so I'm gonna try to do a little reenactment here. Can I walk like a penguin? Don't I do a good job? No, come on. Come on. I guess they didn't like it. Why do you look like that?
Welcome out to the Fort Wayne Zoo again. This is the brand new exhibit we're all excited about, Coastal Cove.
I remember this exhibit, but they've refurbished it. It's fantastic. I love watching these beautiful animals. Did you know they stay underwater, some of them 15 minutes, some 30 minutes?
If they're looking for food, and I was just thinking, if I'm looking for food, I think I could go for 40 minutes.
All right, let's move on from that.
Okay.
All right, I'm here with my son Nolan, and we're at one of the newer exhibits here, the Red Panda Ridge, and right behind us is one of those red pandas. And Nolan, I think you have an interesting fact to share with everybody.
Yeah, so despite their name Red Panda, they're actually more related to the raccoon.
So are you telling me that the red panda is actually more related to a trash panda? I think that's another name for a raccoon.
Yes.
All right, well again, these are an endangered species. We're so lucky to have them here, and the one sleeping right behind us, super cuddly. I mean, you just can't help but just look at them and think, oh man, they are just so cute, you want to cuddle with them, but I don't recommend it. Let's go check it out.
Hey, we just want to thank the Fort Wayne Zoo. It has been a special event, and it's been a special place in our hearts. And they also have celebrating now the 60th anniversary of memories at the Fort Wayne Zoo. So why don't we talk a little bit about some of our favorite memories and or some of our favorite parts of the zoo.
Well, one of my favorite memories when I was little was the little zebra Jeeps. Now there's only one there because it's an antique, so it's been a long time. But the penguins, you can never go wrong with the penguins or just the Indiana farm. All the goats. I always liked the pony ride. Too bad it's not there anymore. But
you're a little old for that now.
That was always a favorite. It was extra, so sometimes I didn't get to do it, but I made sure my kids could do it. Let's not forget about all the birds. There's birds everywhere.
So true.
Well, Kayla and I's boys go to camp there every year, and they love the zoo camp. But for me, it's that African journey, that nice long walk through where, I mean, those exotic animals come right up to you. The zebras, the wildebeest, the ostrich, but the giraffe is our family favorite. My daughter Violet loves to feed those, and again, just with the access that you have to those animals is
remember,
incredible.
this is all in Fort Wayne, guys, so it is really a special.
And then you kind of venture over to the Australian Adventure where we saw the kangaroos, but what other animals are there?
You know, I'm sorry, but I couldn't get away from the kangaroos because they were punching each other. They were having a good time. There was little fights going on. I asked them to get into the ring with Mike. Mike wouldn't go into it.
I was ready to go. He backed down, though.
And I'm older than most of the people. Well, maybe not all the people in here, but you know, I go back to when the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo had their Christmas of Lights, and it's still going on now. But I remember when I was 10 years old, going through the zoo with all the lights, and then the Halloween time they do everything, and now you have the Zoo Brew events and activities going on, and all the night glows. I mean, the zoo has done an amazing job of putting on events here in Fort Wayne.
I know, just a couple of weeks ago, Kayla and her family and we went, and my wife Karma and Mike got on the carousel like they were little kids. And they were giggling and laughing, and you know what? That's just experiences that is pretty awesome here in Fort Wayne. You know, I'm kind of silly, but one of the areas that I really like to do all the time is that train ride. I don't know why.
Of course.
And you get to see the animals. I mean, all the different animals as you go around. It really is special.
Yeah, it's not any one individual memory for me. It's getting to watch your kids grow up at the zoo. You know, you have memories from when we took Oakland for the first time. She was 5 days old to, you know, taking her this summer, playing in the splash pad and all of her favorite animals, and just getting to watch how she changes as the zoo changes as well. It's really cool.
I like the petting zoo. One time I took a couple of my grandkids in there, and I'm not kidding, one of those goats tried to eat my t-shirt. I love the fact that they got these beautiful peacocks running around all over the place, and I am very proud to say that I stood within 3 feet of a peacock, and I wasn't afraid.
I thought you called those pretty chickens.
Well, they were, maybe, I don't know.
Now, the last time we went, it was pretty fun. Mike made friends with the orangutan. You can see here, he got very friendly with the orangutans. It was interesting.
We're like this.
Made buddies, and but I love the Indonesian area where you can walk through the rainforest under that waterfall. You have the snakes and toads and all those kinds of things. Those are a lot of fun.
It's got also the tigers. Don't forget that. Remember when we were there and that tiger literally pounced at Oakland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would not scare me at all.
But we love seeing all those things. It was really great to have the memories of our boys there, and they were even on the Between the Studs show talking about the red pandas. So much fun. We love everything over there, all the animals. We really appreciate it.
Well, we encourage everybody to take advantage of this gem in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So again, thank them very, very much for all the things they did for us this week when we went out, but enjoy and just have a great time at the Fort Wayne Zoo.
I think we need to have a conversation about one of your favorite things being the toads.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Is that really what I mean?
Oh, really?
I didn't say favorite, I said we were there. I don't know.
Come on, Nolan, spin it.
Hey guys, let's go. We gotta quit monkeying around. We gotta start.
Focus. Gosh. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today at Franke Park and the zoo. We've had a really great day and want to introduce some extras that joined us on the show today. Luke and I's sons Parker and Nolan Hoffman. So we've had a ton of great times today. So I think it's time to close. I don't think we have any more time left. So thank you all for joining us. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, please pick up the phone and give us a call. Visit our website, or even better, visit us. We'd love to see you at the zoo even. And so I want to hit the train.
Let's go.
Our filming day today, we have a special birthday. It is Brittany's birthday. Now, you don't see her very often. She's behind the scenes, but she keeps all of us organized. Yep. She gets all of these props out and does all the shopping. She brings Diet Coke.
And coffee.
The most important person on the show by far. So we want to wish her a very happy birthday today.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Brittany!
Now put it in her face.
Are we gonna sing? Here. But the most important thing, I probably should hide the ice scraper, sorry. We don't throw that off.
We could use it.
The most important thing is having a good spatula.
So in 2009, the grand opening of the African Journey happened. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, we're here at the Fort Wayne Zoo at the very new exhibit, Coastal Cove.
I love watching these seals or whatever they are.
But she loves watching them.
They're water animals.
I love watching them.
All right, where are we looking at?
You tell us when to do it.
Well, I was gonna say, which way?
All right, look at Karma.
Hey, Carm. Make sure you get me.
Here's your
Focus
husband.
right here.
She just zoomed all the way in.
Cheeseburger! Okay, I'm stuck. I need help. Help. 1, 2. Oh, I am stuck. I can't get out of here. Oh, help. Ooh, there we go. Thank you.